Hello everybody! In Dominus Rex 01, Rowan Victory here. Here I am joined by...
A Zane Reborn, who is also joined by...
Clear Throat Gang, Clear Throat Gang.
Of course, now that we've started, now Kevin starts acting up.
And here we are, finally with yet another episode. It didn't take Season 5 of Camp Cretaceous to bring this out of the dirt.
We have something to talk about that's Jurassic related.
Who would have thought?
Yes.
Can we go into the spoilers immediately? Of course.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about the trailer for Jurassic World Dominion.
Of course. Baby Blue!
Joke's on them. I already have a toy Baby Blue. Oh no, Kevin walked into the dinosaur box. No, Kevin!
Oh no.
He's gone to join his brothers.
No, Kevin, you're more closely related to the Mosasaurus than a dinosaur. So then, Indominus, would you care to explain what we're doing here for?
Well, basically, we are recording this on Saturday the 12th of February. I forgot what month it was. And and just 2 days ago, out of nowhere, Universal released the trailer for Jurassic World Dominion. Not a short clip of it, but the whole thing.
Kevin, that's my sock. Why do you keep attacking my socks? For me, I literally just woke up, opened up my laptop, looked at subscriptions, and I see the trailer. I'm like, wait, what? And then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, cool. This is cool.
I was at work. I was working very hard, sweating buckets. I was slaving away to the 9 to 5. And
Oh no, Kevin, no, don't poop, no. Not on the carpet. No, Kevin, why? You do this every time.
I
No,
accidentally opened
no.
the news
Okay.
feed.
Don't worry, it's a small one. I can clean it up easy.
Jurassic World Dominion trailer, it was epic. I was like, oh wow, it's released. So I messaged my friend in work. She was very excited. And then I finished work, walk a grueling 20 minutes back home, and I watched it. And I was like, ooh! That's literally my reaction when stuff came out. Because I wasn't doing a YouTube reaction where you were like, oh, no way! Oh my god!
I mean,
Indominus was literally laughing his head off.
those reactions were 100% authentic. I wasn't hyping things up. That was my actual reaction.
And then meanwhile, me sitting, in my pajamas at home, I see a Pyroraptor and I'm like, ooh!
Ooh!
Baby T-Rex, ooh! Baby T-Rex, Baby Blue. And I was like, ah! Baby Blue. Ooh, Therizinosaurus.
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 Are you okay?
No.
At least he's honest. Well, my story was a bit different because, as I said, I was at college. I was like, for some reason, I took out my phone and checked on it, and I opened up Twitter, I believe. I know, dangerous mistake. And then I just saw people just freaking out about something. I couldn't tell what it was, but then I scrolled down, and I saw Jurassic World's Twitter account posted the actual trailer. And at the time, I was like, oh no, I have to get off the internet immediately. So I did. But then, like 5 minutes went...
cancelled.
But then, 5 minutes went by, and break began. And on break, I usually go on social media during break. So of course, due to the trailer, I couldn't go on social media, So I was just sat there for like 15 minutes doing nothing. Right, and after break, I of course went back into our classroom. And then like 10 minutes go by, and I hear and I hear two people like not too far away from me mention the word raptor. I look around the corner and I can tell this person is showing two other people the trailer on their phone. And I could hear everything they were saying.
Uh-oh.
So, at that moment, I just stormed out of the room and just just went to the toilet for like 10 minutes or so, just in case.
And that's how I graduated with my degree. Roll credit. I'm eating dinner now. Because this story was so investing.
Food. Eat it.
Yes.
Eats the food.
Indeed.
Just consumes the whole entire table. Just sucks it up like a vacuum.
Consumes the food like the Mosasaurus eats a submarine.
Oh, how sweet.
Like how the Mosasaurus eats everything that enters the water.
Yes. Literally anything enters water. Mosasaurus, hippity hoppity, this is my property. So, what now?
We talk about the actual trailer.
Any points about dinosaurs in the snow?
I see lots of people complaining that, dinosaurs wouldn't be able to survive in the snow. While I agree with them, they wouldn't be able to survive for a long-term period. However, I see a lot of people having different reasons as to why. Like, one of the main reasons I see people tossing around is that, wouldn't they freeze to death because they're cold-blooded? Like...
They're not cold-blooded.
Exactly. Dinosaurs aren't cold-blooded.
Yeah, real dinosaurs aren't cold-blooded, but are the Jurassic World variants cold-blooded?
I'm pretty sure they're warm-blooded as well.
Okay, Indominus, give us our next topic.
So, the actual trailer. Can we just take a second to talk about how great the effects look?
Yes.
I don't think they're as good as what people are making them out to be.
Ooh, hot take right there.
I mean, I feel like it's just a CGI in general, but because it just goes into the uncanny valley to the point now.
Really?
Where it's like it still sort of feels fake. I don't know what it is specifically. I know I would normally chalk it up to, or maybe it's not polished, but we know the film is completely done.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what we've seen here is pretty much the end result.
Yeah.
Obviously it's better. Like if I probably did watch the original Jurassic World, then I could probably see improvements.
Recently, I rewatched the original Jurassic World myself, and a lot of people like dunk on Jurassic World specifically for having bad effects. Meanwhile, I
see that. I really don't see that.
Meanwhile, I watched Jurassic World, and like some of the dinosaurs there just look photoreal.
I mean, to be honest, I'm being a bit nitpicky, and it doesn't really derive from film because I don't think much better film. I don't know why I was sort of feeling like this. The visual effects are really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for the past week, I've been I downloaded Blender and I've been playing around with 3D animation, so I know that's a difficult process. So it's like,
yeah, definitely.
So if effects look this good and people are still saying, I don't know, it kind of riles me up.
The shot that really stands out to me is when Owen is petting the Parasaurolophus. When the image of it was first revealed, I was like, the effects don't look that good. Meanwhile, you have the trailer where there's a wide angle that captures both Owen and the para, and the para just looks photoreal.
But to be honest, it's hard to talk about that because we don't really know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Because we aren't visual effects artists.
Exactly. So
indeed,
we should probably just move on from the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's stop talking about how realistic the dinosaurs look, and then
Baby Blue.
Oh yes, right.
Yes.
So,
yes. little beta.
Yes, So when I first heard about, like, I believe the first time I heard about beta was in toy leaks, and I kept
Mhm.
seeing like leaks of was that a glass shattering?
Is that its name?
Yeah, beta.
No. Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
saw things of beta, and I saw images of beta, and I'm like, wait, that's
like
just
that.
blue. Why are they calling it beta when it's blue? And then it didn't click in that beta was supposed to be Blue's child. And I didn't realize this until I saw beta show up on camera, and I'm like, how?
Even then, there is an exact reason as to why blue and beta look exactly the same.
Okay, can you explain? Because I really, unless somehow Blue and Scorpius have the same type of DNA and are able to reproduce that way, where they just lay an egg out of nowhere.
Well, I literally just included this in my new video that will be coming out before this video, but it's something that occurs in real life called parthenogenesis, where basically certain animals and reptiles are able to reproduce asexually without a
Mhm.
partner.
But yeah, they're exact clones of each other because yeah, they reproduce asexually.
Yeah.
Is this something like? Because I remember bananas or something like that as well, right? Because
Probably
there
because-
used to, I remember stories of like there used to be like this bigger, stronger banana, but then there was a pathogen, and because all the bananas were exact clones, that entire banana species went extinct.
Well, bananas are heavily modified. Then they are just very heavily modified genetically. We do genetically enhance them because if you see old bananas, they were full of seeds. Now, obviously, there's like no seeds in the banana.
Oh, okay.
There's a big difference. Yeah, so they're heavily modified. That's why, yeah. So they're all clones of each other.
Carnivorous Conversations, everybody. The only podcast that gives you 2 minute discussions about bananas.
So back to beta. So apparently there's this. Yeah, apparently Blue can just somehow clone herself.
But there's also, I don't know, another theory, a game theory about maybe there was a outside intervention because didn't they take Blue's blood before? No, they took the T-Rex blood. She had a transfusion, but
Well, that wouldn't affect it.
no. But I'm just saying, maybe if it's the same company, different company, maybe took her DNA and then just made another Blue.
I highly doubt that, especially considering that we see Blue with Beta with Owen presumably at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. I imagine she's in some sort of like nature reserve ran by Blue or not Blue, Owen or something.
Blue runs her own nature sanctuary.
He just tells, "All right, you Paris, you come over there." That's my Blue impression.
Oi,
apparently.
Jeff, stop bullying Barry.
Hang on, I'm gonna poop out a baby. I'm gonna call it Beta, but not Alpha, because that's my brother. That's my husband's name, Alpha, because he's an alpha male.
I can imagine fanfic writers are gonna have a hell of a time with Baby Blue though.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm already dreading it.
Really, I mean, I just look at Baby Blue and I'm just feeling like I don't see a character. I just see a new merchandising opportunity.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I mean, yeah, that probably is one of the intentions behind it. Although it does seem like that Beta is meant to serve as motivation as to how the story gets set off.
So what does like that bear trap we saw? Does she actually get caught in a bear trap and then get sent off to Hawaii and they have to go on an adventure to Hawaii or something?
I mean, we don't know. That's the thing. They showed so much in this trailer, yet we aren't able to piece the plot together.
Honestly, I'm okay with that because that was the main problem with like the Fallen Kingdom trailer. They showed pretty much the whole movie. And this one, Like, they showed all the movie, all the new dinosaurs, except all the new dinosaurs that showed up were only in those scenes they showed in the trailer. Whereas this one, they don't tell you the plot, and they show you the new dinosaurs, but they don't show you the new dinosaurs. They only show you pieces of the dinosaurs, except for the Pyroraptor. That's like the only one where they flat out reveal it. Everything else is like a blurred action shot, or like only a bit of it. And even the Giga is like those old FNAF teasers where you have to brighten up the image to get a good look at whatever's in there.
Okay, while on about the Pyroraptor, our first ever truly feathered dinosaur in Jurassic.
It's
pretty
Pod.
excited about that.
Kevin, that is my sock. Why are you obsessed with my sock?
But, this goes for both the Atrociraptors and the Pyroraptor. Do you think they'll only appear in the scenes that they're in? Because
I
think so.
The Pyroraptor, most likely. The Atrociraptors, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't just introduce new Raptor Squad and only give them one shot. That just wouldn't seem right.
Because for the Atrociraptors, I really wanted to see more of them. But, however, I don't know how they'll end up getting the Atrociraptors from Malta to wherever this final battle takes place.
I don't know. It's Jurassic World. They fast traveled.
Yeah,
I think.
Go on.
Sorry, I'm sort of slightly changing the subject sort of back. It's like it's talking about a feathered dinosaur, but you know the Therizinosaurus.
Yeah.
Big
I think-
fluffy death chicken. Yes.
Yes, the death chicken. I think that's like the worst shot, or the worst like CGI. I think
Ooh.
is the the shot with Claire just scurrying through brush, and it's just you can sort of see the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although again, nice to see other feathered dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
But also questioning why it's going after Claire because it's a herbivorous dinosaur.
Maybe it wasn't going after her. Maybe it was just on its way to the water, and Claire just happened to be in the way. Because I don't know, a lot of people portray the Therizinosaurus, including myself, as like a more aggressive herbivore. Even the Ark. You two have played Ark. You know what the
Yeah.
Theris are like. In Ark.
Yeah. Therizinosaurus is one of the few things I'm scared of in Ark.
Actually, that reminds me of a story. I was playing Ark Mobile on like a public server because there was an event going on. I'm like, hey, I want to check this out. And I had to start, like, I finally managed to knock out a Pyroraptor, and I'm just waiting for it to wake up as it's taming, but a Therizinosaurus walks nearby, and I have to run away, and then the Pyroraptor is almost done training, and the Therizinosaurus just stands on top of it, waiting for it to finally tame up so we can kill it.
Oh.
And that was, like, pain. That was real pain, and I hate the Therizinosaurus in Ark. I hate it. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
But, back onto the Pyroraptor. First, it's very odd that they have like 4 Atrociraptors, yet only 1 feathered Pyroraptor.
There might have been a group, we just didn't see it.
This I'm just gonna. Maybe that's why I'm more convinced that the Pyroraptor is exclusive to that one scene. Although I'm really hoping that I'm wrong about that, because that was like one of the again Fallen Kingdom. They showed all of the new dinosaurs scenes in the trailer, and then that was the only time we saw them, and that was pretty. Even Jeff Goldblum actually got the same treatment. All of his teaser scenes was that his only scene in the movie, and I'm hoping that's not the same case here, where all the new dinosaurs being showed off here, they're not just exclusive to these trailer scenes.
I think a couple of them will be. I think the Thero and the Pyroraptor would be.
Yeah, those make sense, but the Atrociraptors, because those are a big deal here, so they need to be thrown back in the plot somehow.
I think
But-
also the Dilophosaurus will probably just be in one scene as well.
But, there might be evidence that there is another Pyroraptor scene, because yesterday of us recording this, 3 Lego sets got revealed, and
Lego set?
Yeah, 3 of them, and this is one of them.
Ooh! I'm looking at. Ooh!
Pyroraptor versus a Dilophosaurus.
That seems to be what they're pitching here.
Whoa!
And
hang on.
Biosyn. Okay, so
What kind
Biosyn is like actually doing stuff. So I think they're going to be the company that's going to be producing these new dinosaurs.
Is this like an actual Dilophosaurus toy, or is this the scaled down version?
I believe it's a bigger version of the scaled down version.
So it's the medium rare way.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's kind of sad because that means the Pyroraptor is stuck in that pose as well. The only thing you can move is its jaw.
Exactly.
Oh, I was excited. I got excited. Oh, and they didn't paint his toenails. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is.
Why? Why are all the companies just saying, nah, they don't need to look fabulous? Well, they do look fabulous, but they don't need to look 100% fabulous.
I thought the legs and the arms would articulate, but I guess not.
No, I have this Dilophosaurus toy. The only thing it moves is its mouth. He's just sitting in a corner with Waluigi riding him.
But while we're on about the Lego sets, this isn't even the worst of it. Because it's...
Show me.
Do you not remember the part in the trailer where the Nazutoceratopses like flip the cars?
A coffee table flipped the car.
This is what Lego did.
That's just a trike. No, it is a trike.
Honestly, I'm not too fussed about that because they haven't really given us that many Lego Triceratopses in the first place.
I mean, we have two. We have one from we have one from Lego Dino and one from a recent Jurassic World waves.
So we Claire Deering's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed about this. I'm okay with this. I won't pick it up, but it's like yeah.
I mean, I will be picking all of these up. However, I am really disappointed that we don't get a actual Nazutoceratops.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is a disappointment. Now, you said 3. Where's the third one?
Now, the next one, this is the big one. This costs over $100 American and 90 British pounds.
Oh,
That's it? That's all it is?
just the classic T-Rex breakout scene.
So you have to pay like $100 for like a blocky T-Rex, half of a car, and another car, and well, I guess a set.
You sort of unimpressed by this? I love this.
I mean, it's just like it just feels like
I
we're
don't know
spending.
enough about Lego.
I mean, I guess I can see the car and the set being that much, but then the T-Rex is like, does it really have to cost? Like, I would have preferred just getting their usual T-Rex and then just getting it for cheaper than just over 100 and then getting this blocky T-Rex. Kevin is... I don't know why Kevin hates my socks, but he keeps bumping into them and distracting me. Okay, so this is like a special event thing, right? Anniversary thing or what?
Kind of.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah, that's... I think that's just like I was really hoping for like a Dominion, like a Dominion set reveal, not like an anniversary set.
They're changing the Brachiosaurus.
What?
I know. I just literally went onto in the trailer. Went onto like the clip of Jeff Goldblum, I think, was saying, "Oh, there's going to be a Dominion." That's the name of the film. But in the screenshot, it has BRCA2.
Oh, you mean the DNA sequence scene?
Yeah.
So that you said they're swapping out they're fusing a Brachiosaurus or something.
Yeah. So they're doing something with the Brachiosaurus DNA.
I mean,
of course, after making everyone cry about its death in the last movie, they're like, okay, we got to bring it back.
But it's interesting. Are they making like a Brachiosaurus Gen 2?
Gen 2 Brachiosaurus.
They're making the Jurassic Park 3 Brachiosaurus.
Oh no! That Brachiosaurus will just go around giving people nightmares.
And he just walks up saying, "Hi guys," and everyone's like, "Ah, run!"
Everybody just screams.
Is that everything about the dinosaurs? I think. I didn't know if we wanted to talk about other than the Mosasaurus, but I think the Mosasaurus is just sort of chilling there and just eating stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually really hoping because because again, Mosasaurus was teased to fight the submarine, and then it just swallowed it, and then all of its scenes in Dominion was just it creeps up on something, and before it eats it, it cuts away, which was pretty disappointing. And I'm really hoping this time we actually get it, because really the best Mosasaur scenes are from Camp Cretaceous right now. So this is the chance to get Mosasaurus on the big screen, do something epic since eating the Indominus.
I mean, in the trailer, we do see a Mosasaurus jump out of the water and bring down like a fishing ship.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see how that one turns out.
Mhm.
Even though it's pretty obvious how it's going to turn out. The boat's going to flip, and then it's going to swallow up as many people as it can.
I think well, the only ones we haven't really talked about is the Giga and the Quetzal.
Oh right, the Quetzal! It's massive. It tore up a jet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's huge.
That's another one I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think about the logistics of it like existing in the world, because the size of that, it could probably literally fly to another continent.
It could be where that's the thing about we've always talked about the pterosaurs since the Lost World, where they could just whenever they want, they could pick up and leave the island and just go wherever the heck they want.
Mhm.
Mind you, I mean, this sort of just half brings me on to like sort of the plot in a way, because I'm quite curious because I know the dinosaurs have reached mainland, but is it just America?
Okay.
Or have they reached other parts of the world?
It is mainly America because that's where the vast majority of the dinosaurs got unleashed.
Yeah.
However,
Although
however,
like Mexico and Canada could be involved somehow.
actually, yeah, because I believe the snowy places are in Canada,
Yeah.
and there will be dinosaurs in other places of the world because the dinosaurs that were auctioned off will be taken to different countries.
But it's also
yeah.
interesting to think like, because it's obviously Biosyn or other companies are making creatures now again, obviously because Pyroraptor
Mhm.
and the other dinosaurs. But it's like, what are they doing in a sense? Like, are they just making it and then just releasing them out into the wild?
I don't
Nah,
know.
they probably just spent all the money on making them, but forgot to pay the budget to actually contain them, and they got out or something.
Maybe
Because
they're
be-
giving
be-
it to rich people.
because I do have a theory of what they're doing.
Or is it? Yeah, because there is also that building that we did saw as well.
Because I don't know if this is a theory that I came up with somehow, or something that I heard from somewhere else. Somehow I got the idea that the giant swarm on the farm that we see chasing the kids. I don't know if I came up with this or that I got this from elsewhere and I just forgot. But the thought from somewhere came that those are locusts made by Biosyn, which are made to destroy farms, and then Biosyn will sell their own food that won't be affected by the locusts.
I see. So like a Pied Piper scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of dinosaurs, are they trying to recreate another Jurassic World, but just for the mainland? Or
I don't know because if that locust thing really does end up being true, how do locusts connect to dinosaurs?
They're bigger. Because if I've learned anything from all these cartoons that include dinosaurs, it's just that you can include regular animals and just make them bigger, and that classes as dinosaur stuff.
Mhm.
bigger? Why do they always have to go bigger?
Oh yeah, and also, while on about the characters, the OG cast are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we knew about, but it's nice to see it.
Yeah.
How is
feel like
this going to go? Is it like we have all the younger ones running around from dinosaurs, and these guys are on their wheelchairs going, "Wait for me, I'm coming."
They look like
Hang
they
on.
get beaten up quite a bit, so I feel like they're going to be doing stuff like what they did in the old times.
I do not know because I don't know how these two different groups are going to connect.
I imagine Ellie and Claire are probably going to have their moment because they're like the leading female, so they're going to have their strong independent moment where they do something for the plot.
I'm a bit worried in a sense. I feel like there's going to be a lot of nostalgia baiting.
That is pretty much what I get from a lot of since Dominion. I mean, since Fallen Kingdom, I felt like they're more throwing Easter eggs and nostalgia, trying to ride on that rather than make the story.
Like, yeah, because I don't mind like a quick like homage or like a little joke referring to, haha, remember that in the old film? But like,
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried that they might base like key plot points, like you know the Giga bit. I'm a bit worried they might do something very similar to what they did for like the T-Rex bit in.
It's gonna walk out of a cage, flip a bunch of cars over, and then step on the cars, and then
Yeah.
roar while it does that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also-
I mean, is nostalgia baiting really that bad? Because because especially if it's done well, like Spider-Man: No Way Home, like
Yeah,
l- like all of the villains in there and like are from different movies.
yeah. Well,
Wait,
that one does it well. It's like even if you haven't watched those, well, I get it's done better there because it's actually part of the story. But then this in Fallen Kingdom, it was more like how many Easter eggs can you spot in the movie rather than just actually incorporating it into a story.
yeah.
Like for example, the most jarring example I can think of is when Macy's running from the Indoraptor, and then she has to like pull the cubby down, and the Indoraptor's coming. It's like that's like so much like the Velociraptor scene. It's
Yeah.
just too jarring rather than, eh.
It's like also they just a lot of the time they could just retread old ground and do the same
Yeah.
thing over and over again. But with just a bit of a
Exactly,
different
yeah.
lick of paint. Like I don't mind like a quick like joke or homage to something. You know, even though I think it's best to try and make something new. But a quick
or
one like that.
Yeah, they take
Sure.
what they did what Spider-Man did. They took a bunch of the old stuff, but then
Yeah,
they also
Mhm.
made them do new stuff with them.
exactly. But if you're like pretty much recreating pretty much a scene one by one to one, but just with a different lick of paint or a different cast of characters, then it's just like we want to see something new.
Yeah, we don't want to see. We didn't come to this movie just to see recreations of the things we've already seen when we were kids. We want to see like these new scenarios.
I mean, we can't really judge these aspects in the actual movie because, of course, we haven't seen the actual movie yet.
True.
Yeah, I think because I think that's quite a big like annoyance with like the Force Awakens in Star Wars. A lot of people didn't like how similar it was to the New Hope.
I mean, the Jurassic sequel, I mean, the World Trilogy, has already gotten ahead of the Star Wars sequel trilogy because we actually have all of the original characters in the same frame.
And they don't die. At
But
least not that I'm aware of. They don't
but
just die because of stupid reasons.
But also Jurassic has also done this with Jurassic World. Like Jurassic World is pretty much just Jurassic Park, but just slightly different.
I would think it's a lot more different because Jurassic Park was more like someone was sabotaging the park, but then in Jurassic World was more like a monster movie with the Indominus Rex. So I can sort of see that one being. Also, the park was like fully open there, so yeah.
I mean, it's different enough for like people to accept it, but I feel like it's I feel like a bit too similar for people not to criticize it for that.
Yet again, the whole entire point of Fallen Kingdom and now Dominion is to make sure that we don't end up doing the same thing over and over again with Jurassic.
So
by
I'm
destroying
not
the
too
island,
worried about,
right?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about Dominion recreating old scenes because we've either already had it before through the previous films, but the main plot itself is vastly different from what we've had. Like, because obviously dinosaurs on the main continent.
Yeah, there's a lot of creative stuff you can get there without treading back. Or even like bring up old stuff in the novels that were never brought up again. I don't know, like how Camp Cretaceous brought up that Pteranodon attack scene. That was the opening for another book or something.
That was meant to be the original ending of The Lost World.
Ah, yeah, stuff like that.
However, we are seeing that in this movie because the original opening of Fallen Kingdom was originally supposed to be Mosasaurus attacking a whaling boat, I believe.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
Is it a fishing boat? Well, I know it's a fishing boat, but is it a boat just actually meant for bee fishing, or is it a boat that's actually purposely hunting the Mosasaurus?
Ooh.
Oh.
Because there's probably quite a big bounty on its head, considering how much damage it's doing.
Hmm.
Because out of everything, probably every creature around, but the Mosasaurus, I think, is probably the worst. Has probably killed the most people. Maybe Rexy's like a close contender.
Which is kind of odd, since the Mosasaurus is bound to the ocean.
I mean, is it really stuck? Because I think Mosasaurus would be the hardest one to find, because it can literally be anywhere in the water.
Oh yeah, but I think it would just have a big bounty on its head.
Yeah.
That's why people probably be looking for it.
And
It's the
There's
top prize. It's like it's like a video game. You have all these dinosaurs, and then Mosasaurus is like its own tier. You got rares, you got epics, and Mosasaurus is just top prize.
$100 million.
we need bounty
Wanted.
hunters. Get Boba Fett.
Oh god.
Yes,
That will
give
be
give Jurassic Park its own Boba Fett.
Oh no.
Give it its own baby. Oh wait, we have Baby Blue, so I guess that's Baby Yoda.
And also, I wonder what you used to think about this. Since the prologue has been removed from the movie, how do you think the movie's gonna open now?
Probably an extended version of the T-Rex and the cinema thing.
Yeah, because I wanted to sort of talk about that because we were talking about dinosaurs will probably look like they've been trying to be round up and round up to somewhere. Because obviously they can't just let it free. We see Rexy trying to be caught. So someone is trying to obviously capture the dinosaurs and put them somewhere.
I mean, I've seen theories that maybe the circle facility that we see, maybe that's owned by Biosyn, and the whole entire point is that they're going around rounding up the dinosaurs and bringing them to there.
Yeah. Especially the most dangerous ones, because they can't let Rexy just wander around.
And even then, I'm pretty sure the cinema scene would be removed as well because that's a part of the prologue.
But it's in the trailer.
Yes, but the trailer was probably made before the prologue was uploaded to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But also, now, because the film is actually done, so they do have quite a long time to do, image doxing. So they could have used a clip from that original prologue, but it ended up not being in the film at all.
Because, yeah, that is the only clip we get of Rexy in the Dominion trailer.
So what do we think? Do we think that Rexy is barely going to be in it?
Nah, that can't be. No, they're gonna showhorn Rexy like hell.
Are we going to have that Giga versus Rexy fight? Are we going to have that sort of revenge plot?
I guarantee it.
Yeah,
it's like so obvious. The Giga's gonna show up at some point. Rexy's gonna fight the Giga, kill the Giga because the Giga's the bad guy apparently, and Rexy's the good guy because Colin in an interview stated that he sees Rexy as the good guy.
But hang on, right? Bit of a theory, right? A bit of well, not a theory, but more of
a game theory.
I think Rexy's going to die. Not from the Giga, but she'll probably will die.
Die from her wounds, maybe.
Yeah, because A, she's already old, but B, end of sort of trilogy. I feel like
if that happens, that's gonna be there's gonna be some mixed reviews there.
I feel like there's gonna be a death. Either one of the characters, like the original cast, is gonna die. Like maybe Alan Grant dies, or some key dinosaurs die. I feel like someone's definitely going to die.
If it doesn't end up being a death, I do feel like this will just, feel less impactful as, a conclusion.
Yeah.
People are going to die. It's a Jurassic movie. People are going to die.
But it's, key characters. But it also does depend on what they plan to do in the future, though. Are they planning to do another trilogy of films?
Oh, I guarantee it.
So then if they kill off Rexy, then what are they going to do with another trilogy?
What?
Sorry.
Milk the franchise like it's Land Before Time or Ice Age.
They probably will, but it's just like sort of interesting. It's like, okay, because they obviously have to conclude up something here, right? Because they can't say start with all the dinosaurs are wandering the continent and then end with all the dinosaurs are still wandering the continent.
Yeah, that just wouldn't be right.
So
I
they
mean,
feel like they have to conclude something up, but also I imagine they're going to leave a tidbit for a future set of films.
yeah, because I believe the producer of Jurassic World movies, Frank Marshall, I'm pretty sure he said that like we have no conclusive plans for the future, and once the movie gets released, we'll get creators together and talk about what we can build upon in the future, while taking on criticisms from the previous movies.
Mm. I feel like there might be a
Will they
hiatus.
actually listen though to the criticisms?
Yeah. So I feel like there would be a hiatus of quite a few years.
There probably will be movie-wise, but however, I believe that there probably will be like streaming series to fill out the time.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Only a quick video game here and there.
Another park builder.
because we haven't
Another
had
one of
enough
those weird VR games.
If we get another park builder, that would be like our 7th park builder we've had.
7? How many? Let's see. Operation Genesis, both Jewies, Jurassic World the game, Jurassic Park Builder. What are the other two?
You're
Evolution.
also forgetting Jurassic Park 3 builder, I believe. It was something on the it was something on a old Nintendo console, I believe.
Is it that one where I think Beaver played it during Jurassic Month or something?
Yeah, it was a weird 2D one.
Where he kept losing money at like increasingly high rates.
Yeah.
Ooh, and what's the last one?
I believe that's all of them. How far into the movie do you think we've seen in the trailer? Do you think we've seen like parts of the whole movie, or do you think we're only up to like the first hour and a half or so?
No, I think we've seen pretty much parts of the whole movie because I guarantee that Giga bit is definitely like part of the climax.
Ooh, here's the thing with me. That seems like it's the main character's first encounter with the Giga. However, I don't think the Giga will be killed off in the with the character's first encounter with it.
Yeah, that would just be bad writing. Just introduce your main villain at the very end, and then kill it at the same time. That's like worse than a twist villain.
Yeah, but they do look pretty beat up, and the area does seem pretty damaged. So
Maybe it's like I don't know, like somewhere halfway through the movie, like they've successfully rounded up a lot of dinosaurs, but then Biosyn or Manticorp show up and cause some sort of problem, and that's when the Giga shows up.
I don't think Manticorp is ever going to be referenced in this
Yeah.
because Manticorp isn't sort of just more of an exclusive Camp Cretaceous one.
Especially with Kenji's dad showing up at the end of season 4, Manticore might be wrapped up because of that.
But I was coming into this movie hoping to see a Manticore. I was promised a Manticore.
Of course. That's how the movie ends. A Manticore comes in, kills the Giga, then boom, T-Rex versus Manticore.
That's the natural progression. First we have dinosaurs, and now, because of all the genetic modification, we're bringing mythical creatures into the world. We're gonna have dragons. We're gonna have manticores. We're gonna have hydras. We're gonna have. Oh, I'm so excited about this new franchise. Oh.
Jurassic World, a new era, a new age.
Jurassic myth.
Jurassic myth.
Mythology world.
Jurassic myth, race to the edge. Have we talked about everything? Did we talk about the Atrociraptors?
We haven't.
We sort of just brushed over them and clumped it in with the Pyroraptor.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because
So,
go on.
What are their because I know they're meant to be the new Raptor squad. So what are their names?
There's 4 of them. I know their names, I just can't connect them to certain ones. There's Ghost, who's the white one. There's Red, there's Tiger, and Panthera.
Farah? I
Yeah,
thought it was. I
Panthera.
remember.
Panther.
Huh.
Panthera.
Panther. Oh, are they named after cats?
Oh.
I lost my train of thought. I was thinking like because I remember seeing toy teasers of names. There was something called Mirror Dino, and I'm just seeing like a lot of hints with like Owen and Mirror Dino, Macy and Mirror Dino, and I'm like Mirror. That must be the name of the new Atrociraptor or something. So is Panthera the boss or is Ghost the boss?
Ghost is the boss. Ghost is one
Oh.
that stands out, and I'm pretty sure that like Ghost is the main one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm completely wrong on the Atrociraptors then. I'm completely out of the loop with them. And another thing I have to notice about the Atrociraptor. Sorry, Orca, I'm talking over your space, but like I knew the Atrociraptors were going to be in the movie because everyone kept teasing them, and I kept seeing that teaser image, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be spoiled. And yet, for some reason, the Atrociraptors, the image of the Atrociraptors, never stuck in my brain until the trailer, and even then, I didn't get a really good look at them. So I'm glad I'm going in this blind, not knowing what they fully look like.
Mhm.
Unlike Camp Cretaceous Season 4, where everything kept getting spoiled and the image was very clearly stuck in my head.
Because the Atrociraptors in the trailer are constantly moving. You don't really have a chance to get a good look at them.
Yes, I'm actually really happy about that because now it builds up on like, oh, what do they look like? I mean, I could pause and get a good look at them, but it's more like, yeah, I can get hyped about them because I don't know fully what they look like, which was again part of the hype of like the Indominus Rex because it was a mystery. Even in the trailers, no one knew what it looked like. They never showed it fully, so it's like, oh, we can't wait to see it.
And then Hasbro revealed it at a toy fair.
I thought the first spoiler was a plate.
Yes, it was.
Imagine that. You build up suspense and you're ruined because of a plate.
Imagine, for 3 years, you work extremely hard on making a movie, and something gets spoiled because of a plate. So, Orca, you said that you believe you know how the Pyroraptor dies, and I think I might know as well.
Well, let's hear it.
Keep in mind, this is just speculation, and it isn't like a full-on spoiler. Go on.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
Music Man!
Music Man! I was really holding back from saying something like that.
There's a shot of the Pyroraptor walking over ice, and it's cracking.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
So I imagine it's probably going to start running, go blah, and then it's just got to fall through the ice.
I would think it would be too lightweight for that.
Well, it's cracking the ice.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it depends on how thin the ice is.
Then how
Really...
are the people walking on it?
Well, yeah, it depends. Because it will get thinner towards the middle, so it might be in the middle of the lake.
Also, while on about the Pyroraptor, I don't think that scene takes place at the Circle facility, because the Circle facility that we see is like in is like in the redwoods or something. Meanwhile, the Pyroraptor, that looks like that takes place in a snow-based environment.
There
So it's
might
in
be multiple facilities.
Maybe.
I like how we were supposed to be talking about the Atrociraptors, and we just keep jumping back to the pod.
I mean, the Pyroraptor. I do personally believe that the Pyroraptor is the more intriguing one because there's only one of them, and it's the first ever feathered raptor in the franchise.
I guess it is more appealing than Velociraptor 2.0.
Yeah, it's a bit, I feel like that's another bit where they're sort of retreading old ground.
Yeah, because it's like Atrociraptor. Whoa! I can't wait to see what new things they do. It's just a Velociraptor. It's just exactly the same, just different facial structures and maybe a bit beefier, but it's the same thing.
The facility that we see, I feel like, isn't big enough to house all the dinosaurs that we know of, especially if they're making new ones as well.
once again, I said this in my analysis video that comes out before this podcast. But my personal theory is that all of the dinosaurs are like kept in very small, cramped environments.
Animal cruelty.
+1. Also, I'm a bit worried about there's too many characters
Yeah,
to juggle, because there's the original 3, and then there's sort of
They're
the original
just
2, then Maisie, then also another woman.
yeah, and also,
it's the perfect opportunity to kill one of them off.
And
There's too
also-
many.
and also there's even more characters, because apparently the 2 new characters from Fallen Kingdom are returning, and so's Barry.
I feel like
Wow,
they're just going to be side characters though. But
One
even
of
then,
them
it's just going to be more movie. I'm a bit worried that they're going to have too many characters and not be able to sort of focus on.
Those characters are expendable. They're gonna die.
Especially considering how short the movie is, because I'm pretty sure the movie is only like 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah, you say that's short, but that's still
Yeah.
2 hours.
What was Fallen Kingdom like in terms of length?
I don't know.
Also 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, around there. Because I personally would have really wanted this movie to be like 2 hours and a half to like 3 hours.
Endgame.
I mean, yeah, I would love if this movie was like Endgame length.
That would be.
It's a. I don't think it's
It
quite.
would make sense, seeing how this is like the conclusion of a trilogy. You would end on
Yeah.
like a big movie. Go big or go home.
But I don't think it's quite warranted, because I'm not saying Jurassic Park doesn't deserve a big movie, but I'm just saying that for Marvel, there's a lot more.
There were a lot of things they had to unpack
Cover.
there. So
Yeah, because there was a whole phase. It wasn't just 3 movies they sort of had to like include. They had to literally include. I don't know how many movies were before Endgame.
It was it was in the 20s.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's like 20 odd characters, or like 10 odd characters. I mean, mind you, they did split the film into 2. Because Infinity War and Endgame are sort of.
So that's like a 5-hour movie or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but they needed to use pretty much all of that time to sort of.
Flesh out the story.
Yeah, because it's a conclusion of like 20 movies previously, whereas this is like a conclusion of like 2 previously. It's like a 3.
Technically, I would even say just one movie, because Jurassic World is really well, I guess it's sort of connected, but it's not too connected, because the only thing you can take away from Jurassic World is just like the Indominus died and the park closed. That was it.
Oh yeah, and also we have another character which we haven't seen yet. Dodson.
The pilot. Oh, who? Dotson.
Yeah, Dodson.
Why though?
Because Dodson? We got Dodson here!
See, nobody cares.
I feel like I should know who this is.
Exactly.
I don't reckon. Well, I know. Well, who?
Dodson is a person who gives Nedry the can.
Yeah.
And
But
who we presume runs Biosyn.
But it's like, I don't know. This is why I'm kind of like I'm not against returning characters, but it's just like, it's not. It doesn't feel like as grand as like Star Wars, old characters returned or something. This one's just like, oh, it's that one character from the first movie who survived a few dinosaurs. He's coming back to survive even more dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, but I feel like it makes a bit more sense. Like if he was the CEO of Biosyn.
It just that's again. It's just like they're bringing back things from the past that you need in order. Like, you need to watch the first movie in order to understand what goes on in this movie or something.
I
It's
mean,
like...
it would be extent of that.
Colin Trevorrow does see this as a conclusion of, like, all 6 movies, not just the previous 2.
Even Jurassic Park 3?
Yes, even Jurassic Park 3.
That brings up another point. Do you think the Spinosaurus is coming back? Because I'm hoping
No.
it doesn't come back in
No.
this movie.
He won't.
It doesn't?
I would like it if the Spino appeared instead of the Giga, but considering that the Giga is here, we probably won't get the Spino.
No.
Yeah. I'm actually glad about that, because I feel like throwing Giga and Spino at the same time, it's like, it's too much. It's
Way
way
too
too
much.
much.
And also, I just want to mention, it's not really anything big to focus on, but in the facility, a lot of the dinosaurs that we've seen is in the genetic makeup of the Indominus Rex. Like the main ones are Therizinosaurus and Giganotosaurus.
Wait, the Indominus is part Theri?
Yeah,
Since when? I thought it was part Rugops.
it's part Rugops as well.
How many times? Like, I knew about the T-Rex, I knew about the Velociraptor, I knew about the Giga, I knew about the Rugops, but when did the Theri come in?
I'm pretty sure Therizinosaurus is 4 of the arms.
What? No! Those are...
Maybe.
I'm looking at my Indominus toy right now. Those are not Theri arms.
Maybe the aggression. I don't know. They're trying to tie it into that.
That's what the other big carnivores are for.
Maybe. What do we think of Dr. Wu?
He grew facial hair.
He looks like he's been through quarantine just like all of us.
He's done. He's not the main villain of this movie. He's the straight man. He's like, can I go home now?
I mean, I don't think he's the main villain of this movie anymore.
He was never the main villain. He was just that one character who hops around from villain to villain.
He was there for setup for the last movie, and now that the last movie is here, I don't think he's the main villain.
I think he probably just works for Biosyn, and that's why there's
Yeah.
all new dinosaurs. I don't think he was never meant to be like the main villain. He just was like the tool for the main villains.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, he's doing his job, and everyone just tells him what to do, and everyone's telling him a different job, and he's like, okay, I'm getting sick of this. I'm done.
But, yeah, I think he's going slightly mad.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he's gonna die, or do you think he's just gonna be like, that's it, I quit, and just walk out of the movie?
Oh, I guarantee he's going to die. It's just that the question is how.
I'm kind of hoping he just said, like, before he dies or something, he says, that's it, I quit, I'm out of here, I'm done.
I imagine it would be a poetic irony, so definitely one of his creations would kill him.
Like maybe Ghost kills him.
That would just be a trend.
Sorry, I was just saying, it feel like it'd be more fitting if it was a classic dino, like either a raptor or T-Rex.
Like Blue or Rexy.
Yeah, I'd probably say more so Rexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rexy will probably just pick him up and thrash him around like the lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he isn't getting a redemption arc, because the actor joked about it on Twitter.
But it's also, does he deserve to be redeemed, considering...
I don't know, he's kind of a neutral party.
Yeah, he's not like completely villainous, but he
hasn't really done anything evil enough to be,
The
like,
villain.
yeah, and he hasn't really done anything heroic either. He's completely neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just happened to make a bunch of killer dinosaurs.
He's definitely very much of a tool instead of
Mm-hmm.
the actual problem.
Yeah.
At this point, we just pick up a wrench and we call that brand the Woo.
The Woo. We call literally anything like useless the Woo. I mean, yeah, you are onto something, because because from what we've seen, everybody has been using Woo as a tool.
Exactly.
Because Hoskins used them, he has connections with them, and Mezzarani used them to create the Indominus, and Mills used them to create the Indoraptor.
Yep.
And now, presumably, Dodson is using him to make everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does Dennis Nedry returning? I want that.
I remember, that reminds me a long time ago in Jurassic, when they were Jurassic World. He wanted to come back. He said, "I'd come back with missing an arm and an eye patch. I'd fit right in."
Yeah, I heard about this.
Theory, the Dilophosauruses are back. Dennis Nedry's returning.
He's become the Dillo King.
Dennis Nedry has tamed the Dilos.
He runs into battle, telling his Dilos, "Go kill that T-Rex," and they all just get one-shotted.
He stands on top of a mountain with an eye patch and like a cane. Swinging his arms right out like Drago, just screaming, commanding Dilophosauruses to attack.
As he swings around his bullhook.
Oh my God. He's the true main villain.
Hey, while we're at it, might as well bring back Muldoon and the lawyer.
I feel like that death is a bit more of a... Unless he's just half a torso. he just crawls out.
He's like the dad from Onward.
They just feel the music vibrating through their feet and they start dancing. And the dinosaurs just watch them like confused.
And also, while on about the Dilophosaurus, somebody working on set revealed a picture of the Dilophosaurus animatronic.
Ooh.
Okay, here.
Because the Dilophosaurus we see in the trailer is 100% practical.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I actually noticed that. Because I can honestly, when it comes to Jurassic movies, I'm going to be hypocritical because I just said I hate it when people question the animation, but it's like, I could easily tell when something is CGI because of the way it moves compared to like an animatronic, because I saw the way those frills were moving, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like CGI.
But it also, the issue with animatronics, that it can be a bit stiff. Like, I don't know, like, the thrills are good with the...
That's why it's like you have to like use them correctly. You have to like you can't just like show like a full body shot with the animatronic, or like you can't run with it, otherwise it's gonna look really fake. That's where the CGI is like more helpful.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of the thing though. It's like when it's CGI, they're constantly shaking and moving and wiggling, and then when it's an animatronic, it's stiff. So it's like they need to find an in between.
I feel like definitely close-up shots, because I'm still at the shot of close-up of the Pyroraptor, and I would have preferred that shot to be probably animatronic. But then obviously a distant shot would probably be best to be obviously CGI.
That was actually one of my issues with Jurassic World, because there's this shot where the Velociraptors, their heads are like clamped up in like some sort of like cage thing, and it's like that screams the perfect opportunity for like animatronic, and it's like it's just CGI, so it's like why didn't they go animatronic? It fits in so well. That's the perfect place to use them.
That's the thing. They were originally animatronics, and then they just CGI'd over them.
What?
That was like a Mario death.
Wow!
Mario.
I still wanted to talk about a possibility of a second trailer, because I feel like they made a trailer and a half, because it feels like it does end at one point, but then it just sort of carries on.
Ooh, I pretty much guarantee there is a second trailer to be made. But
I feel like they sort of revealed everything in the first trailer.
But I am not going to watch the other trailers. I plan to make a full-on video about this as to why I won't be watching them. And I do not want to watch the trailer. I do not want to watch a second trailer because this trailer I already love this new trailer. I already know I'm going to see the movie. And I went to see both Dune and the new Ghostbusters without seeing any of the trailers, and I loved them.
Yeah, I think I went, basically, because when it comes to like second and third trailers, that's when they start to really spoil stuff. Which was, again, the problem with Fallen Kingdom. They spoiled everything.
I thought they just spoiled everything in the first trailer.
No, they didn't spoil everything. They just showed, like, Like, actually,
me.
no. They kind of showed a lot more than they should have, and then the other trailers just filled in the gaps and basically revealed the whole movie.
But I feel like this trailer here is like a trailer and a half.
And
So-
I'm okay with I'm okay with half a trailer. If this is half a trailer, I'm okay with that.
Because it feels like the trailer should have ended round the because it goes to face to black, then it reveals the Quetzal. I feel like it should have ended there, but then it just carries on with a bunch more stuff, like
A bit. I guess.
Giganotosaurus. Then obviously very quick cuts. Because then there's the Dilophosaurus, which I feel like would have been a good reveal for the second trailer, and then obviously the ending with the Giga. I feel like that would have been a good ending for the second trailer as well.
I see where you're coming from. I get it. One moment, I'm distracted. Kevin has webs in his face.
I probably will watch it. The other trailers, I'll probably let you know if they are spoilery. Obviously, I won't say what's in them, but I'll let you know if they do go a bit too much. But yeah, now I'm just excited to watch.
Even if they're not too spoilery, I'm still not gonna watch them. This is usually usually it's like I have a system like this. I watch if there's a movie I want to see, I watch the first trailer, and then I avoid every other trailer like the plague. It was like that
I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Kong. It's gonna be like that with this too.
I'll keep an eye on it for you because I could maybe I could show you like a clip from it. That would be too bad. Like maybe a slightly longer Giga fight or something. I don't know.
I don't want to see spoilers of the Giga fight though.
I don't know, but we'll see.
I don't want
very interested.
I don't want them to reveal where the T-Rex and the Giga fight because that will be spoiler. Because I'm sure they're only gonna fight once.
Oh yeah,
and that's yeah.
Oh, that's definitely going to be like the ending. I'm just very intrigued by this because I have a lot of questions that I just hope they answer. Because the end of Fallen Kingdom, there was a lot of questions like, oh, dinosaurs on the main continent. You know, how is that just going to impact life? And then we see the trailer, and it's just like, oh, you know, we have Blue and like sort of like a sanctuary area. It's like, well, what's going to happen to Blue? You know, all these other dinosaurs that are sort of just integrated with wildlife in a way. It's very interesting, and I hope they do give a satisfying conclusion instead of just, I don't know, they just exist here now.
I'm also hoping that we get to see like some really memorable action scenes with the dinosaurs, which we are going to get.
The thing is with Dominion, it can very easily be Jurassic's No Way Home or its Rise of Skywalker.
I don't think it would be as bad as Rise of Skywalker.
I think it's probably gonna meet in the middle.
I have a feeling they might try and do the dinosaurs are a part of nature sort of shtick. But I mean, thinking about this a bit more logistically, right? It's just going to be very weird because that's going to be awful for the biodiversity. But it's sort of just interesting to think about that. Because then these dinosaurs will be filling new biological niches.
There's probably going to be some sort of hypocrisy with Claire where she says, "I'm here to like protect the dinosaurs," and then in the next scene she kills one because it tried to eat her. She does this a lot,
like with the Baryonyx and the Dimorphodon in Jurassic World.
I feel so bad for that Baryonyx. He's like, "Hey, this is my house. What are you two doing in here? Well, why is there lava everywhere? Hey, I need to get out of here. Hey, guys, you're blocking the emergency exit. Hello?
What have you done to my house?" Alright, so is that everything we have to say about the trailer?
Yes.
I guess so. We've talked about everything and skipped over the Atrociraptors a bunch of times.
Yeah. Alright, so should we sign off here?
Yes, this is the part where we all say our last words.
We'll be talking forever.
Right, so Zane, any last words?
If there is no Manticore in Dominion, instant 0.
Orca?
I'm gonna watch Dora the Lost City of Gold.
No, stay away from that. I've watched it. It's not ironic funny. It's not funny bad. It's bad.
Blue, baby blue. That would be my last words.
So, thank you all so much for watching. Here has been in Dom601 and
Zane Reborn and
Subscribe to my channel because I haven't uploaded in 2 years.
roaring to victory.
subscribe to my channel. I need it.